This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane.
Hello? I can't come to work today. I was in a terrible plane crash. My entire family was killed, and I am a vegetable. I'll see you tomorrow.
I saw this story Saturday morning, and I was like, holy crap, dude. On Friday, Alaskan Airlines flight returned to Portland, Oregon. Soon after takeoff, a big piece of the side of the plane broke off. It was just like a giant hole in the plane.
Yeah.
It's like the size of a refrigerator.
Yeah.
Technically, it was a mid-cabin door plug, but tell your mom I said hi. An optional emergency exit that can be added, but this plane had it permanently plugged. So that... Stop.
You know, Elvis died of the same problem, I think. Permanent plug.
You can't say that on
Somewhere
this show. Are you kidding me?
This part of the colon and that part of the colon.
So that it looked like a normal side panel with a window. And now
Right.
I'm reading that the warning light came on 3 times before they finally landed.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Before the door? What warning light?
Before a door plug, it flew off a Boeing plane, and an advisory light came on 3 times.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So there's a sensor on the door plug?
It looks like, okay, so let's see what.
Weird.
Yeah. On 3 flights prior to Friday's, the plane's auto pressurization fail light came on.
So it was leaking before the door plug blew
The
out.
flights happened on December 7th of last year and then on January 3rd and January 4th. The light coming on is very benign, they say. We don't know that there was any correlation of the two. It could be completely separate.
Is that a French baguette?
A benign. Yeah. So anyway,
Okay.
they found the damn door in Portland's teacher's yard. So they finally found that.
Yeah.
They couldn't find it for a long time. All crew members, 171 passengers on board, totally fine. There were a couple minor injuries. I think a kid's shirt got sucked off his body or something.
Couple of changes of underwear, but otherwise everybody made it out.
I mean, them oxygen masks dropped down. You're saying your prayers,
yeah,
dude.
you're typing messages.
Yeah.
Tell my cat I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I was reading people's phones got sucked out.
Oh, that's right. Didn't somebody's shirt get sucked off or something?
Yeah, dude.
Look
You know what else got sucked off?
Look at them titties.
It was a child.
Oh,
but,
my God. You imagine sitting next to a buxom lady and her shirt, all of a sudden the door is gone and her shirt gets sucked off.
And her tits are just flat.
It's like, well, the bad news is probably going to end up in a fireball. The good news is I got a front row view with them taters.
What if you're there, you're next to the giant hole, and your shirt gets sucked off, and not only that, but it takes one tit out, and it's just like flopping out the window.
Gets caught in the engine. Oh, no. I'll save you.
Damn it.
What? Imagine
Come
if
back
you're
to the ground, you got long boob.
Imagine if you're a guy, the teacher, or whoever. What'd you say he was, a teacher?
Yeah.
Imagine he's taking his garbage bin out to the street at night. Just random. Bam!
Unbelievable.
Just flattened like a pancake.
So the pilots asked for an emergency landing. They did it. In response, the FAA forced airlines to ground Boeing 737 MAX 9 aircraft for additional inspections.
Yeah.
Precautionary, they're saying. These are the same planes that we heard about a couple years ago, 2018, 2019. Shortly after being introduced, 2 Boeing 737 MAX 8 planes crashed, killing everybody on board. One was an Indonesian flight. The other was an Ethiopian flight. Safety issues in those cases had nothing to do with the plug door problem. The 737 MAX planes have had an excellent safety record over the past couple years. Sounds like they're going to be clearing them to get to the air soon. So here's a passenger talking about the flight.
Yeah.
It was about as wide as a refrigerator and about as high as 2/3 of a refrigerator in height. There was a really loud bang towards the left rear of the plane and a whooshy noise, and all the air masks dropped. Just kind of sit there. It's not anything I have any control over, and it's just wait and see what happens.
Okay,
Dude, he's so high.
Okay.
He's like, oh.
Okay. When you go to the airport this morning, you're flying out of Madison, look out the terminal window and make sure in the general door plug area there's not duct tape.
Yeah.
Just flapping and sailing in the wind.
Gorilla glue, it's fine.
So outside of pulling the interior wall off, how do they check that? When you have to pull maybe they do. Maybe they're pulling the
I have no idea.
Plastic pieces off the interior. And then the door plug, and then is it welded? What the hell? Strange news. I hope it's under warranty. Maybe they can still get the 50,000 mile
100,000 mile, yeah.
free plug put back in.
No kidding, bro.
That is so crazy. Remember that? If you want to really go back and see something freaky, it was a plane going to Hawaii. The whole front part of the plane roof ripped off, and they flew on in.
Speaking of planes, you know what I watched over the weekend? Society of the Snow.
I don't know what that is.
You talked about it on Friday, the movie about the guys, the rugby team in the Andes.
Oh, that's right, the new one.
Yeah.
Right. I think that was up for a Golden Globe last night.
It was good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought about it all weekend.
What made it better than the original?
Well, first of all, Alive, I did see that movie, but it was when it first came out. I was a child,
okay.
so I don't.
Gotcha.
I don't really know.
Was this more
how
graphic?
Good it was.
Did they show him cutting the
Dude,
butt?
I can't stop thinking about it.
No, I know, but did they show them cutting the butt cheek
kind
off?
Kind of. It was just, I don't know. I feel like the trauma they all went through was so well done that it impacted you as a viewer.
So you think maybe better acting, or just updated?
Better effects,
Yeah,
I think,
sure.
is part of it.
Sure.
I don't know. It just felt like you were there with them. And the whole time I was like, I would not care about living as much as they do. I would just be like, all right, this is enough.
Yeah.
After the first avalanche, I would have been like,
Yeah, they got hit by a couple of avalanches.
Yeah,
didn't
they were buried in that damn fuselage for 4 days.
A couple of digging their way out. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The human spirit, biatch.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, but what was their quality of life after? How many of them survivors had huge problems? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because there was the moral dilemma of eating those people followed them.
Yeah.
So, which I'm like, you need to let it go.
Especially if, you're eating your friend.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Right. Even if your friend gave you permission.
But I'm giving you permission right now, if we ever crash in the Andes, to eat my ass. I've been wanting to say that to you for 15 years.
Spread the cheeks, I'll do it right now. We ain't got to be in the Andes. I'm known to toss a little salad.
That is so hot. For a minute, I thought it was harassment, but no, it's pretty hot. Well, okay. Well, now I got to go, because I was fascinated by the original.
It's so good, dude.
And and even the original, for what it's worth, was pretty harrowing. I mean,
Yeah, and I would like to go back and watch the original and just to compare.
You're like, how many bad things can happen to one group of people?
Yeah.
They're lucky there weren't bears up there. They would have fight a bear off.
I know. My anxiety was through the goddamn roof watching that movie.
Sure.
But it was fantastic. I highly recommend it. Society of the Snow.
Yeah. I guess you don't know, how tough you can be, how much you do want to live.
Yeah.
It's hard to, thank God it's somebody else and not you, but I mean, to put yourself in their shoes.
Right.
Could you endure? Could you get through it? Would you be tough enough?
The frickin' mountain climbing for 10 days to get rescued with no mountain climbing gear, mind you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like those Everest pussies got nothing on these dudes.
Yeah, and they almost died a couple of times climbing up over these moonscape tall mountains.
Jesus.
I mean, it was just, and what's the name of it again?
It's called Society of the Snow.
And that's
Netflix.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
Watch that.
It'll pop up in the top 10.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
And only 3 countries in the world don't use the metric system?
Or you can listen to this one.
I can't remember where I went Friday. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What did I do on Friday? I got to check my calendar.
If anybody saw me Friday, call.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
I literally have no idea where I was Friday.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Okay, I saw this story and I was like, I can't believe this hasn't happened like a million more times, especially given, you know, how, I'm sorry, I'm about to say this word, influencers be trying to go viral. Anyway, there's huge aquariums in those Bass Pro Shops, if you don't know.
Oh, yeah. It's like Disneyland. It's like SeaWorld in there.
I had no idea. I had walked in. We had got a gift card for something or other, the Bass Pro Shops, yada, yada, yada. We went in there, and I didn't know it was like animals all over the place and whatever.
Dead things.
Yeah.
Abound.
It was pretty crazy. It's kind of cool, right? But anyway, so the aquarium's got all the fishes in it.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty neat. Last Thursday night, 42-year-old man named George Owens became a fish. He crashed his car into a pole in the parking lot of the Bass Pro Shops in Leeds, Alabama. Got out of his car, stripped off all his clothes, as you do, ran into the store, and just did a cannonball right into the aquarium. So now we got fish and people.
You did the Ricky Bob. I'm on fire!
Later, he walked over and stood under a waterfall. Now, you can imagine the shoppers in there were just kind of like stunned. They're like, what?
He's standing there naked. You know what you tell your son? You know what you tell your kid? Papa, what's happening? You go, no fear, that's Aquaman.
Dude.
He's just doing his duty, saving the world.
He just did a cannonball standing under a waterfall and his dong flopping everywhere.
Daddy, I love Aquaman.
I
think he's my spirit brother, dude. I love that.
The police showed up, and before they could catch him, he jumped in the water a second time.
God damn.
Yeah. Well, then he slipped and fell and knocked himself unconscious, so it made it a little easier on the cops. Now, we don't know if the dude was on something or if he had a breakdown or if he was having the best day of his life. We don't know.
I hope no fish got hurt. I know. It could break my heart if he sat on a fish.
Right. So he got evaluated at the hospital for mental issues and then booked into jail. Charged with public lewdness, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, assault on a police officer, criminal mischief, and reckless endangerment.
Yeah. It's like... Yeah, and you know, most people do it for TikTok. He did it for the meth, I think. That one's pretty cut and dry, I think. I don't know.
Bad.
Maybe he was over from Florida visiting. I don't know, but God, what a moment. Wouldn't it be funny if there was an electric eel in there? Is that a thing down in Alabama?
I don't think they put the electric eels in there.
Aren't they
for
like
safety?
in the South America or something? Where's the electric eels at?
I don't know.
That's fine.
Where
You
do
know,
electric?
sure they're not in Alabama? Found one on my toilet.
Murky ponds and calm stretches of the middle and lower Amazon.
Yes. That's
South America.
Dude, I got it right. Amazon, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Not Alabama, Amazon.
Yeah.
Alabama.
Amazon, Alabama.
Amazon, Alabama. What a kook.
It's wild.
He did a cannon. I'd love to see a video. Is there a video?
There is a video.
Oh, you.
I'm pretty sure there's swearing in it, isn't there? Let me look.
I'd like to see it.
Should we just play it and see what happens?
Sure. Where you at?
Hold on, I'll be on PC too, but I need a second.
People screaming, I guess.
It's Alabama, so they're probably like, "Oh, bless his heart." He always did have his own agenda. So it sounds very relaxing. Walking through the door. I don't know if this is the actual cannonball.
This is the emergency sleeping bag.
Nobody gets free
I keep
advertisement.
them in my glove compartment.
I don't think we have actual video of him going in there.
Yeah,
We have the video of the
I'm not sure you can put a Bass Pro Shop in Alabama and not expect some naked ass guy to high dive in. He's probably watching the Alabama-Auburn football game. Got all started drinking a little early, and off he went.
George Owens is his name.
God bless him. I think, why do I feel like that's happened before? Somebody's jumped
I feel
into,
like it has too.
like you lose a bet or something. You got to jump in the Bass Pro Shop aquarium. Isn't that a thing?
I don't
Or was
know.
that a Cabela's? Maybe it was a Cabela's. They don't
Isn't
have
that
an
the same
aquarium.
thing? It's the same thing, isn't it?
No, they're two separate things. I don't think Cabela's has the aquarium. I think they have just the taxidermy thing.
Yeah.
Mountain. I don't think they have.
They go together.
I think Cabela's has a stream. Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, they're in the same
Cabela's has
building.
has a pond or something, I think. Not full of fish.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. That's not my department. If I got a fish on the line, it's another kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. An old man in Long Island, New York, messed up. He tried to reheat his Taco Bell in the microwave in its aluminum wrapper, right? So that's not good. But he didn't take accountability for it at all. He went back to the Taco Bell and made a big scene. He berated the employees and demanded that they repay him for his tacos and his microwave, which he says blew up.
Oh, no.
Then he lost his cool and he saw one of the employees smile and he slapped the guy.
Of all the people that should get hit by an airplane door plug,
God,
it's freaking these people.
I know. PC2 again.
Hit me.
Here we go.
I want all new food. Plus, you guys are going to pay for my microwave. It blew up. Oh, you're smiling. What's going on with you, bro?
God damn, bro.
Oh, he sounds like
You can't be slapping people.
kind of like a Jesse Ventura. Play it one more time.
Oh, no. Where is Jesse Ventura?
Oh, yeah, brother.
Mouth grid.
I want all new food. Plus, you guys are going to pay for my microwave. It blew up.
It blew up.
You're smiling. What's going on with you, bro?
It does sound like a bad wrestling skit, doesn't
Yeah, it really does. I can't pinpoint who. Maybe it was Ventura. I can't place who he sounds
Hulk
like.
Hogan. He's not. He looks like a dude that would jump in the Bass Pro Shop pool, actually.
Older gentleman.
Tiny, scraggly, older guy.
Sounds like he's had enough with Michael Douglas. Oh, dude.
Oh, dude.
Whamburger time. Oh, yeah.
I don't want a womlet.
It's like Christmas. Around here it's like Christmas.
Hold on. There we go.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, I'd like a ham and cheese omelet and more lamb fries.
I'm sorry. We stopped serving breakfast, but we are on the lunch menu now.
I want breakfast.
Well, you can't have it. We're not serving it.
I'd like some breakfast.
We stopped serving breakfast.
I know you stopped serving breakfast, Rick. Sheila told me you stopped serving breakfast. Why am I calling you by your first names? I don't even know who you are. I don't want to be your buddy, Rick. I just want a little breakfast.
We stopped serving breakfast at 11:30.
Rick, have you ever heard the expression, the customer is always right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here I am, the customer.
That's not our policy. You have to order something from the lunch menu.
I don't want lunch. I want breakfast.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm really sorry, too.
So there is this great post about that movie, Falling Down, for those of you that don't know. I saw this movie when I was 23, and I thought, man, what a lunatic. I saw it at 33, and I thought, I mean, I guess he has a point in there somewhere, but still, that's insane. I saw it at 43, and it became, well, okay, I kind of get it now. A bit extreme, but I get it.
What happened at 53?
I have no problem with what this man is doing.
Yep. I patterned my life after the guy that couldn't get a omelet. Come on, mess with me. Come on.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Hi, how's it going? Take.
Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, maybe that's who I'm thinking of, Randy's. Oh, yeah, brother. No.
And the microwave blew up. Yeah.
It just blew up.
You know, pretty good.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
I'm going to sing a song I wrote to the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. This one's about the Stanley mug, which there seems to be
some kerfluffle.
A kerfluff. Everybody wants one. Problem is, supply and demand ain't enough.
Not everybody wants one, but yeah.
Well, they put it this way: there's a small portion of the population willing to die.
There you go.
For a Stanley mug for some reason because it's huge.
Go.
You fit like 900 gallons of water in it. I'm never going to be dehydrated again. So stupid. But anyways, videos at Targets of people willing to hurt other people to get their hands on a Stanley mug.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen any of it's
insanity.
It is insanity. So I've written a song to the only song I know how to sing to. Now, what's really weird is I think I have more lyrics than what's in the song.
Okay.
So I think I may have screwed up.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Well, you're just busy over there.
Yeah. Point at me. I have practiced this 0 times.
Okay.
All right. So the wreck of the Stanley mug kiosk. Are we close?
Yep.
And then I got to do that pause. The legend lives on from rabid consumerism on down at the Target with a red dot for a logo.
Oh, good.
See that pause. And what could be worse than some crazy-ass broads with a coupon and hell-bent on a BOGO? Buy one, get one free.
Yeah.
You taught me that. The mug was the pride of Stanley's leisure lifestyle side, made from unbreakable double-walled titanium. But as Target will tell you, as of 8 a.m. sharp, the doors opened up to complete pandemonium.
Look at you, buddy.
The screams and the threats made a tattletale sound as Penelope tried to choke out Mackenzie. As every bloodthirsty shopper knew, and the security guard did too, it was kill or be killed over that damn mug was the reason.
Including some turns with a couple of steel ferns when they left fully loaded for Cleveland.
Take a breath.
And later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they've been feeling?
I think I blew that. It's complicated.
It is complicated.
Okay. The dawn came late and stocking shelves had to wait because Veronica had a knife and came slashing. When it was all said and done, the mugs were covered in blood because it was Naomi's skull that had totally been bashed in. Well, that's pretty good.
Naomi.
The general manager of Target wired in he had psychos coming in, and the Target and the employees were in peril. Later that morning, when all the Target lights went out of sight, became the wreck of the Stanley mug kiosk. I gotta go. I'm lost. I gotta get to the love of God part. Is this part?
When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, fellas, it's too.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
we just skip ahead.
It's okay.
Yeah, this is where it gets serious. It's where they count the bodies. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when trying to buy a mug turns the minutes to hours? The cops all say these morons could have lived another day if they were rich and could have bought one on eBay. Lynette was the one who got her eyeballs gouged out, just one of the many well slaughtered. Now all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Completely back. Now we just count the bodies and bury the dead.
Okay.
In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed for a bunch of idiots who can no longer hurt us. The church bell rang till it rang 29 times for those who died for an overpriced thermos. Really sad part.
Farther below Lake Ontario.
Skip ahead to the last part.
So bad.
The legend lives on about the crazy Target stores, about a product that will bore you and get tossed. But greediness, it said, always leaves you quite dead, like the wreck of the Stanley Mug Kiosk.
Wow, dude.
Okay, that didn't go as well as I heard it in my head.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Octopi got bought, bruh.
Dude, Octopi got bought, bruh.
No, I don't.
It's an institution up there in the greater Tri-County Wanakee area.
Do you know what Tri-County means?
A confluence of multiple counties.
Okay.
So.
What are the 3 counties in Wanakee?
Well, they intersect. They intersect there at the bar.
Where?
The bar.
It's very specific.
At the Nug. What can I say? You got to be in the men's room though, right? Hovering right over the toilet.
Sounds like a weird hobby,
Yes,
dude.
it really is. I proclaim this to be the center of the county. Anyways.
Okay, so, Wanakee will soon play host to one of Japan's biggest brewers.
What the
Asahi.
hell? Asahi.
Am I saying it right?
I've never had it. I've heard it's great.
Acquired Octopi Brewing. Throughout 2024, Octopi will begin brewing Asahi's super dry beer for the North American market. It will mark the first time that Asahi Super Dry, one of Japan's most popular beers, will be brewed in the U.S.
Nice.
Local production in North America has been an ambition of ours for some time because of the benefits it will bring. And that's what Asahi Europe and International CEO said. Asahi and Octopi maintain a commitment to creating meaningful connections with our partners, the communities in which we operate, and the planet. Octopi will be able to continue its current operations, and the existing leadership team will stay the same. Asahi said the move will allow the Japanese brewer to reach the North American market while cutting down on distribution-related emissions. It's part of Asahi's larger goal of making its supply chain carbon neutral by 2050.
I mean, not hauling beer over on a giant cargo ship?
It does.
Yeah, nice.
The company will be making investments at Octopi in order to properly brew Asahi Super Dry, and the Japanese brewmasters will be brought in to ensure the beer is being made with the same standards, recipe, and process used in the company's other locations. It will also brew the Czech beer Kozel, which Asahi owns. I think, Joe, one of our hardcore listeners, I think that's the Czech beer because he goes to the Czech Republic. Kozel, I think, is the Czech beer that he brought back for us, I want to say.
Yes. Well-traveled young man. In search of beers and gems and exotic places.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. So there you go. I don't know what it means.
The beer is
anything going to change?
It doesn't sound... well, if anything, they'll expand. They'll add another 2 or 3 buildings on back there. They've got room. I mean, it's just cornfield back there, right? Down to the next road down there.
Yeah.
You have to buy some poor farmer out.
Well, there ain't no poor farmers in Wanakee, my man.
Well, thank you, my lady. Bless you. Oh, my God, I'm like a psychic. I somehow predicted.
Drunk Dadamus.
Drunk Dadamus just predicted a sneeze. Dude, Drunk Dadamus is on fire in 2024.
Dude,
I didn't see that Japanese brewery coming, though. I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
No, I read that's a more of a lighter. I've heard of it, but I've never tasted it. But it's on the lighter side. It's no big crazy stout or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll get into that because Octopi does a lot of that toffee s'more stuff.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, they make some really exotic good beers up there. It's like dinner. It's like you go to Octopi and drink their dinner.
They have many of these NA options as well. I know a lot of folks are doing dry January, and a lot of folks are just not drinking as much in general. But I did read something about that, too. Did you read about the beer sales dropping? I think it was 5% last year.
Really?
Yeah. Overall.
Just
people are drinking less beer.
Yeah.
It's because they're switching over to seltzers.
Yeah.
And canned cocktails. So they say a seismic shift is coming. If I were you, I'd be doing some NA options because I'm telling you that's
crazy. Because I drank a schnit ton of beer this weekend.
Yeah. So the NA beers from Untitled Art, they have an Italian Pilsner, Cerveso con Limon, Berliner Weiss, American Gold, West Coast IPA, Juicy IPA, Cerveza Sin Nombre Mexican Style Lager,
Wow.
chocolate milk dark brew, mango, dragon fruited sour. Those are all NA.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of options. Then they have those CBD waters. They have crazy different sodas. They have kombucha. I mean, Octopi is lit, dude, for everybody. So I'm hoping it doesn't change that flair.
The flair.
The flair.
Le fleur?
No, le fleur.
No, not le fleur. Le flair.
Le flair.
Two separate. But le fleur has le flair.
Sometimes he has le flair.
Yeah. Japanese. Wow. I'm glad I took French in high school. Well, they didn't teach Japanese. It was either Spanish or French, and that was it. We didn't. Japanese. Yeah, we had no Japanese. I took a little French.
How much French did you take?
Not much.
Yeah.
I took a. Did I take a year? Well, I was a senior, and I had all my credits, and I was just a freaking bum at my senior year.
Yeah, same.
And which was
great.
nice, so I could focus on the ladies. Where's my horn? Okay. Anyways.
Where is the horn?
Who's hiding my horn? Damn it, skee ball.
I know. There we go.
You know what I says, the ladies?
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu.
Okay.
No, I was at where's that? I was at Lone Girl this weekend in Wanakee there on Main Street. Down on Main Street. They make that Silver Dollar Stout. You ought to stop in and get a bomber of that before it's gone. They take that an existing, what is it, Liquid Assassin or whatever the thing they have, the big one anyways, then they put it in a bourbon barrel and they let that age. And so that's, I think there's some in the fridge, but it's almost gone up there in the showroom, as I call it. So yeah, try one of those. Oh my God, is it just amazing? I'm kind of back on the IPA train, dude.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says here, so the overall business picture of beer is that it's in decline, but the decline is not a free fall. Beer is still by far the most widely consumed alcoholic beverage by volume.
Sure.
In fact, overall alcohol consumption had actually increased in the past couple of decades leading into 2021. So when alcohol industry analysts say beer is falling, they're talking about beer losing market share of retail dollars. In 2022, spirit sales amounted to 42.9% and beer accounted for 41.2%. That's its first time it's ever been in second place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's just something to keep in mind there. They're saying that the smaller brewers will be okay, but the medium ones that are like kind of
overhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like, though, the price points on some of those, NA, whatever, but the ciders and the seltzers and all that, they're not cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not crazy, but they're not cheap.
Yeah.
I think they make up for some of it. Some of the profit margin. Maybe they get a bigger profit margin because it's less time and effort to make that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, that I don't know.
How long does a White Claw age? As long as it takes to run through the pipe?
I don't know. I'd be I would love to know.
Yeah.
I would love to know all of that stuff.
Right.
For sure. But I bought a 4-pack of an NA Kolsch.
Mm-hmm. Well, that sounds good.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was better when paired with something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was $8 for the 4-pack.
Yeah.
It's not their NA options are not cheaper than the craft beer.
Yeah, so you get
they are less calories.
Get some quality in there.
Well,
it'll save you. You got to figure the DUI charge you're saving.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It just saved my job and my marriage and my $6,000 and the wrecked car that I put over the bridge into the pond.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, newer, gayer, dumber. That's JJO News.
God, I want a beer so bad.
Do you?
Right now. When did they get here, the Japanese group? Did it say?
It didn't say. I'll ask for their flight number and see what they say.
I bet you're just going to see, you'll see nothing change. It'll just be growth. You'll probably see a rick house of some kind or some pump facilities.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if they're making beer for North America, goodness gracious.
Well, Octopi is...
No, the Japanese.
Yeah. But they've been contracted out. They've been doing contract beers for a long time.
But that's more small batch stuff, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
I would think so.
Talking about Miller Lite here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did do Pabst, though. They did PBR for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know how much.
Well...
That's all stuff I would like to know. In case anyone from Octopi wants to give us a tour and tell us what's going on.
Man, throw me in the big beer tank and see what happens. It'll be like me at the guy at the Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
Take my clothes off and jump in a beer tank.
Just like it, dude. Public lewdness and everything.
I don't know. I'm gonna hold the line and drink some small craft American beers. I'm sorry, but somebody's got to make it.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.